Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are at day 20 of the November daily LeetCode challenge, and we again have a question, medium level question, and it's again revolving around the topics of Windows. And sorry, when I say Windows, I mean actually the sliding window approach, and it's a question related to the array. Okay, we'll see that again, and it's a really interesting question once again. Just like previous question, it's really interesting, and it's on the topic of sliding window. Okay, let's see what this question is. It is 2516. Take k of each character from left and right. Okay, now let's see what the question is. So let me zoom in and start. Yeah, so if you see here, basically we are given a character array, and the k is mentioned. So what happening here is, see at a time, what you have to do is, this array will have only a, b, and c. Okay, small in small letters a, b, and c. Okay, so what you have to do, see, either at a time you can remove element from the left, or at a time you can remove element from the right. Okay, only in these two versions, either from the left or from the right. Okay, so that is the only operation allowed. And other than that, what to ensure is that you will have to similarly keep removing one element from the either from the left or from the right, and you have to ensure that you are able to remove. Okay, like for a you have to remove see whatever is the k, that will number of a's, that will number of b's, and that will number of c's, we'll have to remove it. Okay, and you have to ensure like what is the maximum number of operations that you need to do that. Okay, for example, you see here, within two operations I can get the two a's. Okay, but for c I have to get one c here, and then we have to wait for this particular c to come. Okay, that is, I will have to remove all of these from it to get the second c. Okay, so that is the basic idea. And similarly for b, I either have to get this b from the right, or I have to go for this b from the left. Okay, that is the basic idea. So I'm just giving the gist of the question so that it will not take much time for you to understand. Okay, now let's see the theory that I've mentioned. So you are given a string s consisting of the characters a, b, and c, and non-negative integer k. Okay, each minute you may take either the leftmost character of s or the rightmost character of s. Okay, that's what I mentioned. Okay, they are mentioning the minutes I told you as operation. So they are saying every minute basically you are either removing the leftmost character of the given array or the rightmost character of the given array. Okay, so return the minimum number of minutes needed for you to take at least k of each character, or return -1 if it's not possible. Okay, so they are saying return the minimum number of minutes needed for you to take at least k of each character, or return -1 if it is not possible for each character to be removed k times. Okay, so let's see the example one first. So what they're saying here is, take the three characters from the left. Okay, that is, we are taking these three characters. So out of these three characters, what we are going to do, we are going to do two a's and a single b. Okay, so a is now done. Okay, we have two a's, where k is also two, right? So we have two a's. So we are done with this. Okay, so fine. Now come to the case of one other one. Okay, this from the left. So you now have two a's and one b. Okay, now take five characters from the right. So what it means, they mean to say this one. Okay, these five characters from the right. Okay, you now have four a characters, two b characters, and two c characters. Okay, so they are saying this is the minimum time it will going to take. Okay, that is 8 seconds. How it? 3 plus 5. Okay, 3 plus 5, which is 8, they are mentioning. Okay, so that is the basic idea. And see, they have not mentioned how you have to do it. Okay, that is, you have to analyze that how you have to do it, but they're only saying that every minute you'll have to remove one character either from the left or from the right. Okay, as simple as that. And you have to ensure that whatever with the time you take, but you have to ensure that at the end you have at least k characters for each of the each of the three a, b, and c. Okay, that's the basic idea. Return the minimum number of minutes needed for you to take at least k of each character, and return -1 otherwise. Okay, so we will see the tracing of this, and before that, just see the constraint. It is of 10 power 5. So your algorithm has to at least either O of n or of n log n. Okay, you cannot go beyond that. Okay, as simple as that. And s is only going to consist of a, b, and c. K is always going to be less than or equal to the length of the given string. Okay, fine. I will show you the tracing for this, and this is a very good question. So let me tell you the starting itself what we are going to see. The way they have defined the question, you will be thinking that either I can try to suppose that I will remove this. See, the idea here is every character can be either removed or it can be retained, right? So for example, when I talk of this character, it can be either removed or retained. Okay, at a particular minute. Similarly for this. Okay, so you can try the brute force approach. That will take 2 power n time. Okay, of 2 power n. That is the logarithmic complexity. But we will not be trying that. What we will doing. See, the idea is very simple. Whatever you take, either you take this part and this part, or whatever you take. The idea here is there will be a array in the middle. Okay, there will be array in the middle which will not be from the where the elements will not be taken. So the idea here is, see, I will be removing certain elements from the left, right, and similarly I will be removing certain elements from the right. Okay, so the idea here is, after removing them, you will see there is a particular element, that is particular array left in the middle. Okay, undivided array left in the middle. So what I am going to do is, my approach will be to identify the maximum such array in the middle, such that at least k k uh, that is frequency k for each variable is present in the left and right combined. Okay, the idea here is, see, for example, if I take these four, okay, then remove them, what I'm going to get, I'm going to get another array, right? The left and the right part combined, we are going to get array. So I have to ensure that in the remaining variables, after taking the highlighted part, at least k of kas, kbs, and kcs are present. Okay, that is the basic idea on how we are going to do. So we're going to go for all possibilities to enlarge this array in the middle. Okay, ensuring that at least k of a, b, and c are remaining in the left or right part of the current array that I'm highlighting. Okay, so that is going to be my approach. We'll see the example on tracing, and then we'll see the code. Okay, so I'm starting with the example on tracing now. Yeah, so this is the example one. So I'm starting from the basic. Okay, so this is my window. This is going to be current window length. This is going to be the maximum window length. Okay, everything is zero initially. But remember one thing, whenever, yeah, this particular thing also you have to ensure. See, first, basically, before starting any algorithm, we have to first basically check, okay, whether even k, a, b, c are present or not. See, if there is more than k, that is fine. For example, in this case, if you see the number of a's is around 8, okay, which is much more than 2. So that is fine. We have no concern at all. But if you see the number of b's and c's, they're exactly two. Okay, there are only two b's and two c's. So we have to ensure that at least k of a, b, c are present. Okay, in terms of frequency. If they are not present, the solution is not possible. You have to return -1 in that. Okay, so you have to spend at least one for loop for that. Okay, so ensure that. So after that, what I have to do, that's what I'm going to show now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is my window. I'll start from the left and go towards the right. Okay, what I'm going to see here. See, I am taking the first A. Okay, then I'm taking the first A again. So see, after that, everywhere I have to maintain the current window length and the maximum window length. Okay, so I've taken a single element now. So what is going to be my window length? It is going to be 1. So I have to see. I have to ensure that whatever I'm taking, okay, the other part which I have not taken, in that there should be at least KAs, KBs, and KCs. So in this case, it is present. Right? If you remove the A from here also, there are KAs present. Okay, so that is the basic idea. Yeah. So like, okay, just for understanding, I'm writing here what are how many numbers of A's are present. So number of A's are going to be 8. Okay, in this example, number of B's are going to be 2 in this example. Number of C's are going to be 2 in this example. Okay. So since I've taken only single A, so there will still 7 A's remaining. Okay, in this part of the array, if you count, okay, this is the 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 6 A, oh, no, sorry, 7 A's will be remaining. So I'm good. Okay, that 7 should be greater than or equal to this. Then I'm good. Okay, as simple as that. Fine. After A, I am going to the second A now. I'm going to take the second A now. Okay, and now I have the second A. So what is my window? First, I have to ensure after I take the second A, what is the number of A's going to remain? It is going to be 8 minus 2. Why 2? Because 2 is there in my window now. Okay, so again, 8 minus 2 is going to be greater than K. So I am fine. So I will allow that. Okay, so what is the length of this window? Is 2. So I will update the current window length here, and accordingly, I will be updating the maximum window length also. Okay, as simple as that. Next, I will be taking double A and B. Okay, so now I take double A and single B. Okay, now if you see, I'm going to take a single B here. Okay, so after taking a single B, what is the the B's number of B's remaining in the remaining part of the array? It is going to be 1. But see, we cannot have 1. Okay, because at least K should be present in the, see, idea is very simple, right? My window is going to be something like this. Okay, it is there in the middle. So the left and right part combined should have at least KAs, KBs, and KCs. But if you see, in this case, this is going to be my window. In the other part, I am not having two Bs. Okay, so this window is not possible. So what I have to do, I have to keep removing elements from the left till the current element is also removed. Okay, so if I'm currently removing A, then I'm removing again this A, then I'm removing B also. Okay, fine. So at this window I did not consider. So next element is again A. Okay, so I again bringing A here. Okay, so again the next A will come, and again the second A, sorry, yeah, is, then again and then again. Okay, I'm talking about this part. Okay, this is okay. So what is the current window? Current window is going to be 4 here. Okay, and the maximum window is also going to be 4. Okay, why this queue is coming again and again? So A and A. Okay, yeah, fine. So this is going to be my window currently. Okay, now comes the C. So I will try to include the C again. Okay, see, my current maximum length is this. Okay, now C comes. Okay, I will try to include C, but let's see what happens. After, one more thing, yes, see, 4 A's are there, right? So if I subtract 4 from 8, again I will be left with 4, which is much greater than 2. So I am fine here. Okay, so next is C comes. So after getting C, that means in the remaining part, that is in this particular part, if you see the unhighlighted part, there is going to be a single C present, because here only two C's are there in the whole array. One C is there in my window itself. So how many C's will be there in the unhighlighted part of the screen? There will be only one C. One C is not enough. Okay, C should be equal to, greater than equal to 2. So the idea is this window is not possible. So what I have to do, I have to remove every element from the left, such that the first C, that is which C is coming first, that should be removed. Okay, so this C got removed. Fine. Next, what happens? Again, I will start inserting this part. Again, I can insert up to 2s, but then again, when the b comes, okay, there I have to stop, because again I cannot have a b, because see, there are only two b's and two c's. Okay, I can never have them in my window. Whenever I include them in my window, what will happen? The unhighlighted part, okay, that is the outer part of my, that is all the elements which is not there in my window, will not have enough b's or c's, so we'll not include them, and fine, we'll get end the loop there. Okay, b and c cannot be inserted, we'll end the loop there. So if you see, the maximum length we are going to get is 4. Okay, so this, that is the in between. If you see this particular part, this is going to be the loop that this is going to the part that I will be, trying to get. Okay, this. So what is my answer? My answer is going to be the length of this. Okay, what is the length of this going to be? You can just count it for yourself, divided by, sorry, minus 4. Okay, so let us say the length is n, so I will just do a minus 4, and this is going to be my answer. Okay, so basically the length is 12 in this case. Okay, so it is 12 minus 4, which is 8. 8 is the answer. If you see here, this is how 8 is coming. Okay, so this is how it is coming. So this was the idea. We are going to use a sliding window approach here. Okay, and the idea here is, in my window, see how I got this idea. See, it's very simple. See, they are talking about left and right. Okay, you can either remove element in the left or a right. Okay, so let us say we do some elements, but the idea here is, after removing some elements from the right and some elements from the right, there will be a part remaining in the middle. Okay, we are targeting that part, we are trying to enlarge that part. Okay, so that we get the shortest elements left toward the left and right. Okay, so that we spend minimum time, again, according to the question. Okay, they're saying per minute we have to, get a left or right element, so we are trying to, minimize the elements left toward the left and right. But we have to ensure that at least k of a, B, and C are present in the left and right. Okay, after removing the middle part of the array. Okay, as simple as that. So that is the basic idea, and this is how we are going to get the answer. So let me highlight this part, and I will quickly start the solution. Okay, let me quickly run this code so that I can show you the outputs. Yeah, the output came. So let us quickly start tracing the output file. So this basically shows, see, I'm going to use the array basically to track the number of A's and B's. So initially the first character here, that is the first index here, will show me the number of A's, which is 2. This will show the number of B's, and this will show the number of C's. Okay. So because C, A, B, C are like constant here, right? Uh, we need not be bothering much about them. Okay, because A, B, and C only, right? There is no more element going to come in between. Okay, so these are constant way. So I can take a fixed integer array for doing this. Okay, fine. Next, I am going to insert my first element. So this is going to be my array, this is going to be the start index, this is going to be the end index for my array. Okay, so this time I did not put much, in the comments, because see, it will get completed otherwise. Okay, so this time, just as a professional, I'm, adding comments which are enough for me to understand. Okay, so the start, this is the end. Okay, and this is how it will look. Okay, this is how in my window how many ABCs are there, and in the whole area how many ABCs are there. Okay, this will be constant. So what is happening, I included A. Okay, so what is the max length of window seen till now? It is 1. Similarly, I got the second day. Okay, here if you see the example 1, I got the second day now. Okay, so this is how it is, second day. So this is going to be the start and end of my window. This is how it will tell me the, number of ABCs in my current window. This will tell me number of ABCs in my whole array. Okay, next. So again, this is becoming 2 now. Okay, then we are getting a B now. Okay, then we are getting a B. Remember, we did not update anything, but if you see here, number of B's, okay, here it got increased by 1. Next, what I'm going to check, whether enough B's are there in the outer, that is other than the window, whether there will be enough number of B's or not. So it is not there. What we have to do, we have to start removing the elements again. So removing first element of the window till B is not removed. So after removing A, what will happen? Only A and B is removed. Okay, so this part will show how many elements are removed after the removal part. Similarly, other array also got removed, only B is left, and after that B is also removed, and now window is empty again. Okay, so again after that we are going to start with this part. Okay, we're going to start with this part, and this is where it is. Okay, maximum is still 2. Okay, then we are going to add the first day. Okay, then we are going to add the second day. Okay, and so on, and we are going to add the third day. So if you see, after this the length is now changed to 3. Then we're going to add the fourth day. After that the max window length is now changed to 4. Okay, so this is how my the frequency looks now. A is 4, B and C are 0, and this is the frequency area for the whole map. Okay, this is the frequency area for the whole map, right? After that C comes. Okay, C comes in my, this particular window. So the frequency map will look like this. And see, if you see here, there is only one C in my window now, but in the whole area itself there are two C's. Okay, so we cannot maintain K outside the window. So that's the reason why again we'll have to remove everything. So all the elements now we'll have to remove again. So that's what I'm doing. Removing the first element. Okay, the if you see here, the first A got removed. Okay, 3 A's are left, then 2 A's are left, then a single A is left, and then a single C is left, and after that nothing is left. So and so on it will happen. Okay, after that again I will insert the last, this particular A. These two A's we are going to process now. Okay, this A got inserted, my answer is still remaining 4, and the other A will get inserted, then B will come. After that we'll have to remove everything again, because B cannot be in my window, and so on. Okay, so this If you see, the first A got removed, the B got removed, and after that window is again empty. Okay, so then the C, again C cannot, we cannot have in my window, so I will remove C also, and it will become empty again. Okay, so the maximum we have seen till now is 4. So what I will do is I will subtract the length of this with 4, and I will get the answer. Okay, so length of this is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8, and that is going to be my answer. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. So yep, so let's come to the code now. See, from last 2 or 3 days, I guess, see, the solutions are more of a, algorithmic way. Okay, so I'm not giving you the Java section because I am expecting you to get it on your own. Okay, because they are just simple either for loops, or we are just doing a traversal for the sliding window. So I'm not simply writing the Java code, because they are simpler cases you can try and get on your own. Okay, similarly for this question, if you know the algorithm, if you know the trick, you can get the answer. Okay, it's not something very specific to a language. Okay, it's just about how to traverse an integer array, how to create an integer array, and this. Okay, so that is the reason why from last 1 or 2 days I'm not giving the Java solution separately, because there is nothing different compared to the Python solution in that. Okay, so you see the Python solution for that, what I'm taking is I'm taking a character array for the whole array. Okay, so it will tell, initially it will be 0, it will tell me how many A, B, C are present. Okay, index 0 is for A, index 1 is for B, index 2 is for C. Okay, first of all I'm going to fill the array. Okay, what I'm going to do, I am calculating the ASCII value of the current character, I'm subtracting from the ASCII value of the A. Okay, that will tell me, see, idea here is whenever the I is A, the index will come as 0. Similarly, when the I is B, this particular subtraction will give me the index as 1, and so similarly when the I is C, this will give me 2. So this part of the array will be updated. Okay, I'm doing a +1 there. Okay, idea here is whenever A, B, C are coming, I'm updating them here. Okay, the counts. After that, I'm printing it for your convenience. Next, what I'm checking the minimum value in this. Okay, out of the three, what is the minimum value? If the minimum value is less than k, then the solution is not even possible, so we have to return the -1 here. Okay, so if you see what they're saying, yeah, return -1 if it is not possible to take k of each character. Okay, so in the array itself they are not present, at least k characters for at least one of A, B, C, then we have to return -1 and simple as that. Okay, if this is not the case, then some answer is definitely possible. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are doing to have again a separate array to maintain the frequencies within our window. Okay, so this is, I'm using this. Okay, character frequency of window. So initially everything is 000. Okay, start is 0. This is going to be my final answer. That is, this will tell me the maximum window length, which we have to subtract from the length of the given array. Okay, which is n. Okay, so this is the n I'm calculating, and let's see how it works. Initially start is 0, and end I've still not defined. Okay, end is going to be this. Okay, for end in range of n. Okay, that is, I'm going to each index, I'm going through each index of the given input array, and that I'm calling as end. Okay, so what I'm doing, first I'm trying to get the index of n. What I'm doing for that, I'm taking the ASCII value of the variable which is at the index end, and then I'm subtracting from the ASCII value of a. This will take me the index. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, I am first of all trying to include it in my current window. Okay, so char frequency of the window, I'm adding that particular variable frequency. Okay, that is when I'm adding to the frequency of that. Okay, after this print statement is for you. Then what I'm checking, let me just enlarge it. See, then we are trying to see whether after including the current element, is it the outer part, that is C, other than my window, are there enough number of ABCs? That's what I'm trying to check. Okay, so what I'm checking, the current element, okay, that I inserted, whether the frequency of that, okay, outside the current window is enough or not. Okay, that's what I'm trying to check. If it is not enough, we'll have to empty the whole array. Okay, that's what we are doing. Okay, so what I'm checking, the char frequency of array. Okay, this will tell me the frequency in the whole array. Okay, for this particular index. Similarly, the char frequency of window, this will tell me the frequency that character within the current window. Okay, if I'm subtracting this. Okay, if this is less than k, that means after including that particular variable, that is what A, B, or C, whichever it is, after including that in my window, enough of that is not present outside the window. For that reason, we cannot have that in my window. So after that, we'll have to pop out every element. Okay, till that particular thing is getting not till that thing is still present in a window. Okay, see, k can be anything. Okay, don't take it like, see, k can be anything. For example, k can be 3. So for that, k 3 means at least 2 a's can be there in a window. Okay, only when the third a comes, what we have to do, we have to ensure that we are removing the first a. Okay, so please try to understand in that way. In this case, k is 2. Okay, so that is the reason. But other than that, what will happen is, see, k matters, and other than that, this also matters. Okay, how many frequencies there in the whole array, and how much frequency there in my current window. So these two things will also matter. But remember one thing, whichever way it is, but idea here is, currently our array has all the things in the right way. Okay, so whenever I'm including a new element, only then if this condition becomes true, that means only for this addition the issue came. Okay, so we'll be trying to remove this element whenever it occurs for the first time. Okay, as simple as that. That is, till this condition is true, we will be doing that. Okay, or otherwise, for this condition, till start is less than equal to end. Okay, that's why both of these conditions are there, and we are using and condition in between them. Okay, so what I'm doing, for my current window, I'm first of all, subtracting the frequency of the element towards the left. Okay, that is the start element. Okay, I'm subtracting one. Then I'm doing start plus one. As simple as that. Okay, I'm going to start plus one. So this is a while loop. This will continue. Okay, till this particular thing is satisfied. Okay, what is this? This will ensure that at least we have for each A, B, and C at least k values are present outside my window. Okay, as simple as that. Fine. After we do that, when we come to this after the while loop, after the while loop, we are assuming that once we come to the while loop, we have an array which doesn't violate those constraints. That is, ABC frequencies outside the window will definitely be greater than or equal to k. Okay, this is where we are trying to capture the answer. Okay, so whatever is the current window's length that we are trying to take the max value of that and any other previous values to this. Okay, we are trying to update this max window length. Okay. Finally, I'm printing this for you. And once I come out of this for loop, what I'm going to do, see, I have n, right? What is n? N is going to the length of the input. Okay, from that I'm sorry, yeah, this part length is going to be the yeah length of the input. From that I'm going to subtract the max window length, and finally I'm returning it. So let me run this again for you. While this submitting, we'll have to comment out all the print statements, otherwise we'll get the output limit exceeded error. So if you see this is getting accepted, I've already submitted this solution. Okay, this is one of the faster solution. It's beating around 99% of the test cases. So see this, if you see in in Java, if you try to do, okay, so what you have to do, you will have to create two arrays. Okay, you know how to create arrays, that will be simple for you. Other than that, see, the difference will come here. See, here we're taking the ordinality is to get the ASCII values, but in Java you need not do this. Okay, you can simply subtract s of n minus the character array. Okay, that will also give you the ASCII value. Okay, in that you don't have to use the ordinal. There is no need for a function alias called the ordinal. Okay, but in Java Python we have to do that. Okay, there is no other way, we have to do that, as simple as that. So that will be the only difference I can tell in Java. Okay, other than that, I don't see any difference coming in anywhere of the code. Okay, everything remains the same. So yeah, fine. That was, yeah. In one more thing, either you can use the, see, min function in actually Java. You can do for only two variables. Okay, there is two values, you can find the minimum. If you have to find the minimum for the whole array, you have to use the collections library or the arrays library. Okay, whichever way you have defined that array, accordingly you have to use that to get the minimum. Okay, you cannot use the math.min directly for a array to get the minimum element. Okay, so this also a difference where it will come in the Java code if you're trying to do. So often that was all for this day. So here what we saw that though the question looked difficult, okay, if you tried to solve it the way they have defined, okay, just taking one element from the right, taking one from the right, it would have become a very difficult question to do. Okay, you might have to use the DP or you might have to use the brute force, whichever way you use it, but it's definitely going to be a very difficult question that way. Okay, it will be a harder question. But why it is level medium? Because there is a trick involved here. That is, without doing the way they have defined, what we are doing is we are trying to take an array in between them. Okay, for example, this particular array, so which one is the answer? Okay, after removing that, we are going to be left with the array. Okay, fully joint array. That array we are trying to calculate, and then we are going to subtract the length of that with the length of the whole input to get the answer. That is the idea that we're using. That's why this question is medium. Otherwise, it would have been a harder question. Okay, so yeah, that was all for today. If you like my efforts, please do subscribe to my channel. It really gives a lot of motivation to continue further. Okay, this was the day 20. Only 10 days are left. So if you have maintained your consistency till now, really hats off to you. But definitely I will say it's really a great achievement that you have been in this journey till now. Okay, keep doing this, it will definitely take you to a great height. See you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.